looks really good.
You ready?
Yes, sir.
What's going on, fam? Welcome back to another video. I just got back from Napa. Had to pick up some couple hardwares, some new oil return hose, because the one on top on the old turbo was pretty much brittle, and I didn't really want to use it just because it's so hard, so crusty, broken, and I don't want to worry about having any oil leaks. So we just picked up some new parts, and also we're going to be installing the new turbo that just came in yesterday. And I couldn't really do it yesterday only because if you guys watched the last video, I burnt my hand. Pretty much was just cooking some food for my son, and anyways, it's a long story. Super excited. It was raining hard this morning. Like supposedly we're supposed to have a storm this weekend. So right now it's nice and dry, perfect timing. Right now it's about 12 right now. So I really want to get this going so that way I can bring the STI down to the shop, get it a fail safety, get it registered, ready for next week, so we can at least drive the car and see what else more things that we can do with it. So this is the new turbo. It's the OE replacement VF39. So this is what we're gonna be running in the STI. The one that was on the car was an aftermarket, and what happened from that was that the turbo seals was blown from the other side, so it was constantly leaking through here. I have the turbo outside. I can go ahead and show you guys if you guys haven't watched the previous video. What I didn't notice is that it came with gaskets already from the downpipe and the up pipe, and it also came with studs and nuts, which is pretty cool. But I did order a new gasket only because wasn't too sure if they come with it or not, but it's always safe to say to just buy one anyways. So here's the old turbo, and you can see inside there is pretty wet, so that's where it was leaking from through the turbo seal and constantly just burning out from the exhaust side. I do have the intercooler right here. I'm gonna do a couple more flushes. I think the 5th flushes was still dirty. I might end up taking that hose out. I don't want to take these out because I don't have the gasket, and I'm kind of a little bit worried that if I were to remove it, the gasket is going to break. So I'm just going to leave it on there. So this is the hose that we picked up for the oil return hose. They didn't have the correct one that I needed, that it showed on top of their website, but this one kind of looks like one of those water hose, which kind of makes me a little bit worried. And they also didn't have the correct diameter. They said that this is the biggest one they got. Of course, that we need to lengthen it, make sure that we have the correct length to put it on top of the turbo to the return on the STI. So let's go ahead and go down, get this thing all fitted up, let's get the car going. Hopefully we don't come across with any issue. The diameter is a little bit too small to fit on the tube for the return hose, so now we're just gonna have to use this old one for now. It wasn't leaking before. I think it should just be fine. It's temporary, so we definitely gonna be ordering a new return hose. So it started raining a couple hours ago. I just took a nap. Right now it's still kind of clear. Hopefully we can have at least maybe 10 minutes or lucky to get this thing going. I really need to take out the downpipe from the exhaust system to make it easier to put it on top of the turbo. So if I can get at least 10 minutes, that should be good. So we get the downpipe on top to the turbo. So what I end up doing is that I just took out the exhaust take out the hangers, let it hang, and it was pretty much easy, just straightforward, just lift it up and get it bolted up. So I couldn't use these hardware only because these were a little bit too long than I expected. So now we're gonna have to use old bolts and nuts for now until we can get the right length. And other than that, we should be pretty good. For the up pipe, I might just end up replacing it. Everything is all nice and tight. I kind of feel like we were just rushing it, just trying to get it going before the rain comes, and things were just going as planned. So as of right now, I want to just try to take my time, put everything back together nice and neatly, and hopefully it starts. I mean, it should start after the new turbo, but then we need to just kind of run and get the oil going into the turbo, and also we have to bleed the coolant system on the turbo side. And I think after that, we should be good to go. We should be good to go. I'm pretty sure that it's not going to be smoking right after this new turbo, so. Completely start everything back on the car, so we're gonna go ahead and start it up. I'm kind of a little bit nervous. I had a little bit of water inside the intercooler, so I try to clean it as much as I can. It should be fine, I hope so. I don't know, let's give it a shot. Now the next day, so when I start the car up, when I thought it was just burning off all the penetrating oil on the exhaust, turned out to be that the oil returned, which was the old hose that I used to put back on the turbo to the block. The hose was leaking a lot of oil, and I didn't really like the fact that how the up pipe has a small little hole, and it just, the exhaust leak just sounds like really bad. So I went to take everything apart, take the up pipe. I hit up my friend Richard if there was a way that if he could weld it. So when I pulled out the up pipe out of the STI, it was more than just a hole. Half of the up pipe is literally separating, and so I don't think we're gonna able to use it now, because now unfortunately I would have to get a replacement. So hopefully if I can find one here locally, if not, we're gonna have to order a new up pipe, and it's probably gonna take about to the weekend to arrive. So kind of sucks though. I'm on his way to his yard right now, go ahead and meet him up. So I kind of talked to him about riding in the Evo. He said he never rode in the Evo before, so I think it would be pretty cool to get a little reaction of it, and see what he thinks about the Evo. I've been wanting to do all reactions of riding in the Evo for the very first time. I wanted to go ahead and put the video together and kind of show you guys our reaction video. I think it would be pretty dope, honestly. Good on, bro. How are you? Good, how are you? Good, good. Look at this piece right here.
If I know you been the camel got clean.
No ways. Oh my gosh. That is an insane build right there. Holy sheesh. Damn.
It's like the hardest rubber. So they're almost solid mount on my car, and it's smooth. You'll see after. I'll take you for a ride.
Oh yeah.
That's really good.
You ready?
Yes, sir. It'll be nice to compare like how it is compared to my car, the way it steers and drives. You know, I've never ridden in an Evo, period.
Yeah, a lot of people say that.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, I'd never get to ride an Evo. I was like, yeah, I'm sure. You can't see.
Stock clutch?
XCD twin disc.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, the blow-up valve sounds good. I like that full one rather than like the wee one, you know? Oh yeah, you can tell this thing wants to go.
Yeah, once it passed 25, it's already like boosting.
It's going, yeah. It's going. It's really smooth. That's the first thing I noticed, how smooth your car is.
Yeah.
Really smooth. And how you liking the twin disc?
I love it. Like, it feels a little bit regular, but then, so it's good. I guess the XCD twin disc, what they made it for the Evos are like, you can still enjoy driving it on the street.
Right.
And once you race it, just bites.
It holds. Yeah, that's smart. I've never had a twin disc. And like I'm watching you clutch out of the driveway, it looked normal.
Yeah.
It looked like a normal clutch. I'm thinking, wow.
It had an action stage 4, but I guess because our cars are a pull style, it had the stock retainer, the color,
right? So
the ring broke wrong.
Oh, I hate that. See, I went with the ACT.
Yeah. I have it on top here.
Yeah. Because that's the other one is such for failing. They fail so often.
Oh, big time. Fourth gear.
Yeah, my car too. 4th gear is where it eats. 3rd and 4th it eats. Oh fuck yeah. Yeah. This thing calms, boy. So smooth. Yeah. Even building boost is linear.
Yeah.
It's not just one time in your bed. It just go.
It just
light
goes.
speed.
Yeah.
Wow. That's impressive.
People trip like, you just chirp 3rd gear, but and it's like, what the hell?
Yeah, mine doesn't bite that hard. I switched from the the competition clutch, the segmented ceramic style, where it has all the little, it's metal, ceramic metallic, and has all the little pucks going around it.
Yeah.
It's not a puck style because it has like 12 of them.
Okay.
But what it bites so hard when I changed my engine, it was wearing my flywheel, not the clutch. That's how hard it bit. So my flywheel was getting worn down. So I'm like, okay, that's a little too much. So then I switched to the ACT Extreme Duty SS. And it definitely doesn't bite as hard as the old one. The other one I can do like that, chirp 3rd.
Oh yeah.
No problem.
Check how 4th gear feels.
Oh, a little backfire on that Ford. Road right now for everybody on TV. We're going up a hill. Yeah, 4th gear is where it's at. Oh, it's so smooth, man, and it's got power for days.
Oh yeah.
You can run out of road. That's dirty. Yeah, that is good. Dude, you can't ask for much more than that.
Oh
This thing's a monster. It's way better than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah.
I think your mischief was because of me. It wasn't because of him. The stuff in my pocket.
Oh, shuck.
I felt you hit me. That wasn't him. That was me. That was my
It's all
fault.
good. It's all good.
But oh, dude, that's awesome.
Oh,
That's
man.
awesome.
We can do one more pull right here.
Oh, dude, that is the best feeling in the world.
Yeah.
That is the best feeling in the world.
Oh, that felt nice.
That did feel good. Holy smokes. Woo. This thing's bad. This thing's bad.
Yeah, he's mad.
This thing is bad.
This thing just puts a smile on my face
every time.
driving,
I can
yeah.
do that 1,000 times today and I would smile 1,000 times.
Oh, yeah.
It feels so solid. You know, everything feels so well put together. So solid.
I know my kind of transmission's acting up a little bit too.
Yeah. Give her. Let her go easy. Oh, you got that hold. It just whips you. That clutch bites so good.
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
It's just every gear that goes, it just bites, and then
Yeah,
all you hear
yeah.
is just like pop, pop.
But it's so planted. It gets the power to the ground.
Yeah.
So good. Like when I build a lot of boots, like yours was straight as an arrow. Mine will kind of crab walk
Yeah.
when I'm really in the boost, and like because of speed density during the heat, right now in the middle of the day, I'm not gonna get full power. But at nighttime, when my intake temps are cold,
Yeah.
it'll crap like you don't kind of do that as I'm pulling it. Woo. Oh, this thing's a monster, bro.
I almost dropped my camera.
Don't need that.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Oh, that was
Not
nice.
bad, man,
That was
not bad.
nice. Yeah.
Yours bangs gears harder.
Oh, I love that.
It's the best feeling, isn't
Dude.
it? It's so fun.
They puts me in a seat. That's awesome.
It's one of the best feelings, and it's all uphill. Like, man, it's so fun to do. But you see how smooth it gets all the way up to the higher RPM?
Yeah. It doesn't lag.
It doesn't. Yeah, it's just smooth.
Oh my gosh. Woo. That feels awesome.
Now I did it again too.
I can love that flow.
Fucked up a third gear shift.
Dude, this STI sounds so good. This guy over here fully built his engine.
All the pain and struggles.
Yeah.
All the pains. But this is where it's worth it. This is why. This is why we go through all that.
Yeah.
You know,
It's a love and joy kind of thing, you know?
it really is. You know, you curse it out. There's been times I'm like, I'm selling this thing. That's it. I'm done. You know, over it. 3 engine rebuilds later, full rebuilds. But this one, I don't want to jinx it, but it feels solid. It feels much more solid.
Oh, dude, it feels
At this point,
really-
if it happens again, I'm just gonna send it to someone else and have it built it for me. You do it, I'll enjoy it.
But at least you can say that, you know, you experienced it, you actually put the time and money and basically did it on with your own hands.
Right, right.
So I just got back home, hanging out with Richard. It was really good. We spent about a couple hours hanging out, talking stories about the cars and about each other's build. Gave him the ride along in the Evo and he really loved it. He gave me a ride in his STI and his one is pretty cool too. Also want to give a shout out to Rich for giving me a whole bunch of parts that he had extra. Literally a whole bunch of parts, a lot of gasket, OEM head gaskets, valve seals, stickers, capers, a whole bunch of them. And the one thing I was waiting on to come in was this piece that goes to the dump pipe to the headers, and he had an extra one, perfect, because this is what I really need. And also my father-in-law did kept his stock up pipe, so we are good to go. We are going to be just running this for now, at least to get the car running, and maybe one day we may end up changing it and go with the aftermarket, but this should be good to go. I really want to get this STI rolling, that way we can get it at least legal and get it running by Saturday. And also Richard gave me a hose for the return hose, and I can see why this is where it was kind of leaking though, so we're gonna replace that. We're gonna measure it out with the new hose, cut it, clamp it, make sure it's all nice and sealed and good to go. I want to make sure nothing else is also leaking, or make sure everything else is nice and tight. Sounds really good. So the STI is still smoking. I definitely can say that there's probably a lot of oil that is in the exhaust system that's been sitting in there for so long, ever since the aftermarket turbo seal blew out. So I think we're gonna have to just keep driving until we burn everything out. And if it doesn't really stop smoking, then we probably have some serious issue with the engine. But overall though, very excited. It runs okay, decent though. I mean, the stock up pipe kind of made a difference. Feels like it was holding back power, but the car is not tuned. But it is what it is though. I'm gonna wrap up the video today, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Aloha, and I'll see you guys on the next one.